Time to nut up or shut up.
Welcome back, movie fans, as I rapid-fire fun facts about the 2009 action thrill ride movie, Zombieland. And if you end up learning something new today, please consider subscribing to support my small channel. Now sit back and enjoy. The script was originally a television pilot and was heavily revised to become a featured film. The zombie kill of the week was leftovers from the script, and every weekly episode would have had a zombie kill of the week performed by characters on the show. Recreational marijuana use remains illegal in Georgia to this day, something star Woody Harrelson was arrested for possessing while making the film. Production was delayed for 1 day as a result. Abigail Breslin, who plays Little Rock, and Woody Harrelson's conversation in the Hummer scene about Hannah Montana was not in the original script. Patrick Swayze was offered a cameo role as a zombie before his cancer diagnosis. His scene would have parodied other Swayze films like Ghost of 1990 and Dirty Dancing in '87. Zombie cameo roles were also offered to Joe Pesci, Mark Hamill, Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Bacon, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Matthew McConaughey. Originally titled Another Day in Zombieland, the studio feared people would think it was a sequel, and so the name was changed to Zombieland. It is revealed in the DVD commentary that Emma Stone was originally cast to play the role of 406. Contrary to popular belief, the supermarket scene was not filmed in an actual supermarket. A movie set was built from scratch to look like a real supermarket, and some of the merchandise is fake. For example, the stuff behind the glass refrigerator doors is just printed on paper. According to the producers, it was cheaper than buying out a supermarket and paying them for the broken merchandise. Director Ruben Fleischer has said that he was inspired to make this by Shaun of the Dead 2004. The movie was shot and filmed in 42 days. Tallahassee paints a number 3 on his cars as a reference to Dale Earnhardt. Both cars that Tallahassee drove were based on the color schemes of Earnhardt's cars. The amusement park scenes were filmed at Wild Adventures theme park in Valdosta, Georgia. Shortly after filming concluded in 2009, Woody Harrelson attacked a TMZ photographer in LaGuardia Airport in NYC after arriving from LA. Harrelson, a renowned method actor, blamed his actions on his Tallahassee role, saying he still was not out of the character's head and acted on impulse. In a CNN interview, Harrelson said, "I then flew to New York, still very much in character. With my daughter at the airport, I was startled by a paparazzo, who I quite understandably mistook for a zombie." Yeah, I think this just proves one thing, guys. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Bill Murray's mansion in the movie is actually Lee Najar's house, a successful Puerto Rican real estate developer and reality TV star who has a net worth of $50 million. Woody Harrelson actually plays the banjo in the supermarket scene. Although it could have been easily faked, Harrelson actually took the time before and during production to learn how to play the instrument, rather than use a dubbed-in banjo. In the script, the only name that remained the same was Wichita. Columbus was originally Flagstaff, Tallahassee was originally Albuquerque, and Little Rock was originally Stillwater. It has been said that this movie is based on the video game Left 4 Dead 2 of 2009. Valve, the developers of the game, denied the studio permission to mention the game and company in the opening and end credits. In Bill Murray's mansion, Woody Harrelson's character mentions that he is a big fan of all of his movies. Harrelson and Murray are enemies in Kingpin, 1996. Bill Murray did not originally have any lines after he is shot by Columbus. The Garfield line was improvised by Murray. Twinkies really are called submarinos in Mexico. Contrary to many contemporary zombie films such as Dawn of the Dead of 2004 and Shaun of the Dead of 2004, Zombieland is quite explicit about what caused the zombie infestation. Columbus, played by Jesse Eisenberg, mentions that the first patient ate an infected hamburger, as the source is a pathogen, like a virus. People only became zombies after contact with other zombies, so it is not airborne. In a deleted scene, Columbus mentions that to prevent infection, one should avoid contact with bodily fluids of the infected people, suggesting that the infection can be transmitted through contact with blood, saliva, and vomit. Columbus mentions that he is afraid of clowns during the movie. Jesse Eisenberg's mother worked as a party clown. During the Monopoly game, Columbus remarks that one of the best things about Zombieland is no Facebook status updates. A year later, Jesse Eisenberg garnered an Academy Award nomination for portraying Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook and the social network, 2010. John Carpenter turned down a chance to direct. According to producers Paul Wernick and Rhett Reese, Carpenter was very interested in directing what was then to be a TV pilot. However, as the project transitioned into a feature film, Carpenter withdrew his interest. Although Carpenter loved the script, according to Reese, his schedule would not permit him the time necessary to direct a full-length film. Jamie Bell was originally cast as Columbus but dropped out. Taylor Lautner was considered to replace him but was unavailable at the time. Evan Rachel Wood and Megan Fox turned down the role of Wichita, while Amber Tamblyn auditioned. All of the blood effects were added digitally during post-production. There was no fake blood used anywhere in the film. This drew criticism from some mainstream reviewers who found it blatantly fake and weird and out of place. Personally, I loved it. In the scene where Wichita, Emma Stone, and Columbus, Jesse Eisenberg, split a bottle of wine at Bill Murray's house, she claims 1997 was a great year, having seen her first R-rated movie, Anaconda. Anaconda of 1997 is actually rated PG-13. According to writers, Kirk Ward was originally considered for the role of Tallahassee. Ward played Tallahassee in the television series pilot. The deleted scenes section of the DVD revealed that the close-ups of the scene with the girls riding the drop tower were filmed against a green screen. The wine that Columbus and Wichita drank is a 1997 French something Cabernet. I can't pronounce it, but I wrote it on screen for you, which sells for $125 to $150 a bottle. Producer Rhett Reese has a cameo as the man in the white tuxedo with an assault rifle in the opening credits. Although his character is on a constant hunt for Twinkies, Woody Harrelson is a vegan and does not eat Twinkies, which contain egg and beef fat. According to Harrelson, the filmmakers made special fake Twinkies out of cornmeal for the scene at the end. The man that is eaten in the bathroom at the beginning of the film is the same person that Little Rock and Wichita pulled their ring scam on. Columbus has 32 rules for surviving Zombieland, 10 of which are identified in this movie. In a deleted scene, rule number 2 is revealed as Ziploc bags. In a voiceover, Columbus explains, "You've got enough problems. Moisture shouldn't be one of them." In the movie, Wichita and Little Rock ambushed Tallahassee and Columbus on the road, taking them hostage. Originally, they were to drive away and leave both men stranded again, until Little Rock convinces Wichita to turn back and take them with them. She successfully argues that having a few slower and older people in the group is advantageous, as these can serve as quick fodder for the zombies in case of a sudden attack. The scene was deleted, but can be seen on the Blu-ray version. At the end of the credits, there is a scene between Bill Murray and Tallahassee. Tallahassee attempts to recreate a Carl Spackler, which is Bill Murray from Caddyshack. Bill Murray then compliments him by doing the scene correctly. I've always had issues with zombie movies trying to interject too much humor, but this movie does it just right. Thanks for joining in, and I hope you learned something new today. Make sure to check out my other videos at the end, and remember,
cardio, seatbelts, and this really has nothing to do with anything, but a little sunscreen never hurt anybody.